No man cometh to the Father except the Father draweth him. Let me let you know, there are barriers in the spirit. Amen. There are barriers in the spirit that will make your ministry to be stagnant forever if those barriers are not broken. There are barriers that can make your finances to remain the same if those barriers are not broken. There are barriers that can make you to have one experience of God throughout your life. Only one experience. The devil can orchestrate this barrier so much more that a man will be on only one encounter throughout his life. That is not how God designed it. Unless these things are broken. Many years ago, a woman saw me who happened to be a prophetess. And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, I know your type. I know your type because you will not leave God until He answers you." When she said that word, I smiled because I knew what she was seeing. Amen. I knew what she was seeing. I was contacting heaven 6 hours daily for 1 whole year. 6 hours daily with 6 to 6 fasting every day for 1 year because of one thing. There are realms you can't break if your hunger is not equal. And until I saw what I wanted, I never stopped. Tell your neighbor, say, all things are possible. As soon as Zion travaileth, it breaketh forth. There is the Bible says, who have seen this before? Shall a nation be born in one day? The possibility is there that thing that you so desire, it can be battered in one day. Unless the right travail goes forth. Listen to me. There is no way, there is no level of preaching that will make some people to be broken. Let me tell you, as a minister, if you have not cried, "Oh God, if you will not use me, kill me," you have not even prayed. If you will not use me, leave me alone, you have not prayed. If you will not use me, let me just put an end to the date, you have not prayed. There is no hunger. There is no hunger. When was the last time you waited on the Lord and you drew out from the Spirit what you wanted? When was the last time your encounter changed from what you have been encountering in 10 years ago? It can only come by hunger. Some of us have been nursing the same problem for 10 years now. They say fasting and prayer now, it doesn't change anything. You prefer to run from church to church. You have become an experiment to different kind of anointing. There are things that must open up in our spirit for us to be able to become. In John 1:12, to them that believe it, He giveth power to become. You are going to cry one more time because there's no time. And God sent me and He anointed me for this purpose. So I'm not just doing this for doing sake. I'm not just one of them. I am different and separate with a different assignment. The ministry that God has given to you will only improve based on your hunger. Tell your neighbor, say hunger. based on your hunger. Where there is no hunger, there will never be continuous improvement. Some people can wish for anything all through their lifetime. People even wish for growth. People who are not successful, they think that those that are successful are having a free ride. When you become successful in life, then you will know that the easiest part of success is just to wish for success. Amen. The easiest part of success is what? To just wish for it. When you become successful, then you will know that work just began. When you become successful, that is when you will know that to be successful is not a wish. It is a walk into work. It is a walk into work. The easiest part of success is just to wish for it. So, the level to which you sustain your hunger, the level to which you see continuous excellence. Amen. Some people have seen some levels of growth, and immediately their hunger died. They were waking up 7 o'clock before, they now started 11 o'clock. That began. It was like a slow thing. A little sleep, a little slumber. So the house will sink on the lazy man. Just a little. Tell your neighbor, say, be hungry. To be hungry is one thing, to feed on the right thing is another. Amen. When you fast, is it the fast that gives you power? Amen. What does fasting do? Fasting creates hunger. Where does strength come? Strength does not come from fasting. Somebody is here. Strength doesn't come from fasting. Strength comes from what you feed on in fasting. So it is what you feed on that brings the strength, not just the hunger. So when you are hungry for God, feed on the right things. So you can be hungry and be feeding on the wrong thing, and there will be no strength. Is somebody confused here? Don't be confused. The strength of he that fasts is not in the fasting. It is on what he feeds on. The fasting creates the hunger, but he has to feed on something spiritual to create the spiritual energy. So when you don't feed on the right thing, you may have hunger and yet you will be weak. So there are those with hunger, but they feed on the wrong things. Haven't you seen people that have time and they don't know what to do with their time? No, when I'm saying hunger, people are looking like, how will somebody be hungry and be feeding on the wrong thing? There are people that have time, but ask them, to what did you apportion this time? I'm just relaxing. The first day you are relaxing. The next day you are relaxing. The third day you are relaxing. The fifth day you are relaxing. And you are wasting a lifetime. It's not just time. Time is nothing. Amen. Time is nothing when there is no life. It is life that gives meaning to time. Lifetime. Shout fire. In Matthew chapter 5 and verse 6, it said, blessed are they that hunger after righteousness, and for they shall be filled. Let your hunger be spent on the Lord. The glory that you so desire, there is a level of hunger that you must acquire. The glory that that you so desire, there must be a level of hunger that you must what? Somebody is here. Listen to me tonight. I'm speaking to you from the word of God. So it's better you open your ears properly. The glory that every man desires, there is a level of hunger that must be acquired for the glory to be battered. In Job 23 and verse 12b, Job said, I have esteemed thy word above my necessary food. I have esteemed that your word above my necessary food. If some of you know that what the Bible said, if some of you know what the Bible promised us, and you see the level that you are, you will lock yourself up for 1 month. You will not come out. You will say, oh God, it's either you make me or kill me. It's either you what? Make me or what? You kill me. Make me or kill me. When this ministry started, on a Sunday morning, myself, my wife, my son, and my mother, all this place was full of dust 3 years ago. When I enter, I will say, Lord, where are they coming from? Many of you that are acquainted with this area, you know how bushy this site is. Lord, where are they coming from? Who has not seen church before that I want to go and knock his door and say, come to church? With what do I convince these people that this boy that is walking with leg has something to offer from the Lord? With what? With flyer? I mean with sweet mouth. But there was an hunger. When I come here in the morning, you would think I'm resuming to an office. Every blessed week, I was on a 3 days dry fast. When I conclude 3 days dry fast, on the 3rd day, I would do 3 days dry fast with 10 hours of prayer per day. 10 hours. After 3 days fast, the next day I will start 6 to 6. The next week I start 3 days dry. After 3 days dry, I start 6 to 6. In 3 months, we became 65. In 1 year, we became 120. As soon as Zion traveled, it brought forth. You say you carry the Holy Ghost. When you deliver, you deliver wind. What has the Spirit that created the heavens and the earth, what has it delivered to you? I think I'm talking to ministers here tonight. Oh no, maybe some people are not ministers. They don't understand their ministry. Our life is a ministration to another. If your life does not minister to somebody, nobody's life will minister to you. If your life does not produce result on another person, what is in other people's hand cannot get to you. You will remain alone. Life is more productive when you have a service to offer, not when you are waiting for something to get. When you have something to offer, that is when life becomes more productive. Shout fire. Hunger! You must sustain your hunger. I have esteemed thy word above my necessary food. That means that the first deliverance any child of God needs is, oh Lord, deliver me from myself. Not, Father, deliver me from household enemies. Deliver me from demons. Oh Lord, deliver me from myself. Because it is yourself that can kill yourself. It is yourself that can reduce yourself. It is yourself that can accept defeat. Deliver me from myself and the things that have made me to be blinded. If a man goes to an X-ray, they show him his lungs. The right lung has spark. The left lung is working as if somebody that will die tomorrow. They told him, oh, stop smoking. Look at your lungs. It is finished. And he come out. And he said, oh, I'm not going to smoke again. After 3 days, he passes smoke from a chimney. He passes smoke from a chimney. And he said, oh, I love the saints. It look like, it's smelling like. The next thing is going to look for a smoke. And he begins to smoke. When deliverance does he need to be delivered from himself first. There is no way the devil will come in when you have shut the door. Tell your neighbor, say, be hungry. Let me let you know, if people understand your hunger, you are dead already. Amen? If people understand what? Your hunger, you are dead already. They understand your drive. They understand your hunger. The glory that you so desire, there must be levels of hunger that you must acquire. Jesus speaking in John chapter 4 and verse 32b, he said, I have food to eat that ye know not of. I have to eat that which you know not of. So the zeal that was upon him, they look at this man, you are going to kill yourself. When are you going to eat? They say, oh, you don't understand me. I have food that I'm eating that you don't know anything about. I'm feeding on an extra energy that you people can't understand. So people, when they understand your drive, you are already an ordinary person like them. Your lifestyle should not be symmetrical like theirs. They could not understand. Why will Daniel leave his post and go and pray? For what is his life problem? Is he not a government official? In fact, the president of a nation now make him a second command. A very Hebrew boy, not even a Babylonian. He became a choice person. They began to look at him and said, this guy must be mad. What is he still praying for? Does he want to kill our president so that he will become a president? What is he praying for? They could not understand his hunger. Listen to me. That hunger, the Bible said in Daniel chapter 1 and verse 21, it said Daniel ruled, he was in government till the days of Cyrus the king. 65 years in government. 65 years. One king will go, another king will come and put him in position. One king will go, another king will come and put him in position. One king will go, another king will come and put him in what? Position. Sustain hunger for righteousness. Daniel chapter 1 and verse 8. That was the beginning. I will not defile myself with the king's meat. Sustain hunger for righteousness lead to preservation of destiny. I'm speaking to somebody tonight whose life is going to be fired up, who will not remain a casualty of life. Listen to me. In this generation, I've seen that There are too many people that think they know, but it is not what you know that matters. What is your result? You know so much, thank God. Where is the result? The calculation of this world. Listen to me. How many of you have been for a business seminar? Who have been for a business seminar here before? Raise your hand. Let's see. Even if you are one person. Some of those people that are teaching you in that business seminar, they've never done one successful business. They've never done one. They're only teaching you book. So people can tell you every kind of thing. They can teach you things. They can tell you different kind of, it's like this, it's like that. This is it. When you organize it like this, people will rush it. Listen, there is one thing for people to rush it. There's another thing to sustain the people. I've seen people that have customers. The customer will come, price and go. Come, price and go. Come, price and go. Some, they don't have customer. What is the answer to such? Do you want to paint what you are selling? You paint it. Put it inside show glass. Somebody say power. There are powers that grammar cannot replace. Power, grammar cannot replace it. Grammar, power, calculation, rudiments, philosophies cannot replace it. It cannot replace it. It cannot. So don't let anybody tell you, you know, even if you're a caterer, if there's no power, you will finish learning that catering. You can never do anything with it until power opens the door for you. Then you will see that a caterer would become an employer of labor, because a power has opened the door. Another person will look at your size and say, see that woman for that corner now? No be ordinary catering they do. Go and try what she's doing. Listen, when people stand in certain places and they are succeeding, you are a great fool if you say it is luck. If it is luck, lock yourself too. They employ the young man, and you say because you are 50 years, it should not control you. Resign. Go to Alaba, become a millionaire under 3 weeks. Power. There is something that young man has as power that will tell you who is 50 years old, say, can you bring me that file? Tell your neighbor, say, the glory you desire, there is a level of hunger that must be acquired. That glory will not just come. So don't just wait on the philosophies. Don't wait on calculation, rudiments. People have touched money before and money failed them. People have seen opportunity failed them. What you need is power to improve that which God has committed into your hands. There is a power that made 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes to feed 5,000. That is the power of multiplication. You are crying that is because the money you are using to do business is small. Have you not seen somebody that is selling pure water and is doing a job of 2,000 every day? And you will open a shop from morning till night. You don't have a profit of 2,000 naira. Power.